Look, message in a bottle. Look what you have here. You have a message in a bottle here. So there we go. This is about communication, but also this can be literally what you think it is, a message, that there is a message coming by way. Hi Libra, welcome to your love messages today, your love reading with me, Chris, of the Tarot Closet. This is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Be sure to check your chart, see what else is going on there. I do have playlists, so it could be you want to watch for what else is in your chart. Maybe you have someone you want to cross-watch for. Which brings me to this. You could be a cross-watcher. Welcome to you too. I'm going to do one more shuffle here. Could be that you resonate more with the reading than you do for the person you're watching for. That is totally normal. So if that happens, don't worry about it. You could have some Libra in your chart, but it could also just be you're channeling the energy. So go with the flow. Spirit comes in all ways. You know, in our everyday lives here, could be anything. It could be a picture on a card, a totem that you see here, a totem that's pulled later with my charm and totem box, something from another deck. I will be reading for you from the Lover's Oracle, and of course the Wisdom of the Oracle to start. Also Romance Angels Oracle, my song lyrics deck, Twin Flame Soulmate song lyric, so song messages through song from your person. And also my Tarot Closet Love Messages deck, which are direct messages from your person to you. And not everything is going to resonate, so don't worry about it. Take what resonates and throw away the rest. Let's get started. Libra, what do we have for you today? What do you have for our Libra? By the way, these little green things you see here, those are 4-leaf clovers. I have them out for luck. They're everywhere. So let's see if that has any correlation to the reading today. I've had them out all day. I really feel their energy today. Here we go. Some are sticking up here for you. And I had a reading where I got literally 3, I think, I want to say, good luck charms in the totems, which does not happen. So let's see where this goes. Okay, thinker. So right off the bat, this tells me that you are in your head thinking about this connection, possibly thinking about what it is you need to do next, what it is you want to do for yourself. But you have an 8 here in numerology, 4 + 4, and that is an action, about an action number, about getting something done, getting better at something. So it could be you're thinking about what it is that's happened between you and where you want to go from here. And also you could be considering moving forward. It also could be that you're just thinking about this and wanting them to move forward. But look here, I just want to show you before I turn this over. If you see here, there's like somebody watching you too. So obviously you're not alone in this, and you're here for that reason. It's your person there. Look, peace. Okay, first of all, I want to say, very interesting that this is peace, because this is a 5 in numerology, 2 + 3. And 5 can represent conflict and instability, and also a change. And I feel like that you guys need to make some peace together. And that really is what this is about. And if you look here, this dove is like carrying an olive branch. So that is an olive branch. So they're extending an olive branch to you. Now, like I said, this could be you thinking about going forward, but it could also be your person thinking about going forward. There's no gender here, so this isn't about a she. This can be non-gender specific, he, she, whatever. So one of you is thinking about moving forward and either making peace so that you can get back together, or making peace so you can move on. But I feel like this is your person, maybe coming with an olive branch here, coming to make an offer to fix things. And look, there's hearts overflowing and falling down here, and there is an egg, sort of like birthing, like starting over. So I do feel like for a lot of you that it's your person wanting to start over again. And they are coming with a peace offering. So obviously you've had some conflict. And like I said, with the number 5, it's telling us that. What do you have? What more do you have for Libra today? Okay, wow. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. The community card. So this can be about you guys needing to come together and see where the other person is coming from. And that really does tie into the peace card and, you know, thinking about what's going on in this connection. And this is the number 8 here. This is, there we go again with an action and accomplishing something. And I really do feel like that you guys want to make peace, and you also want to understand each other, where the other person is coming from. And that really is what this card represents. What else do you have for Libra? Very interesting too. It's probably going to sound a little strange, but I was really hearing a lot of kind of clatter too. So I feel like for some of you, there could be some of you could have children with this person. This isn't going to resonate for everyone. And it could be that they're kind of in this conflict here, and this is part of needing to make peace. And I feel like this is about also about you guys needing to understand where the other person is coming from, and you might need to well, both of you meet in the middle here. But for some of you, it does seem like there are children involved, and they're kind of maybe involved in this conflict somehow, but they're kind of yeah, they also want this to be peaceful, I want to say. So that's not going to resonate for everyone, but I needed to share that message with you because it's really loud. Actually, what do you have for Libra? Okay, here we go. Look at that. Higher power. So this really is about trusting your higher power. And what is your higher power for you, Libra? That's all that matters, okay? So whatever that is for you, getting in touch with spirit, your God, your goddess, the universe, how does that resonate for you? So it does feel like that you might have been feeling a little bit disconnected also from trusting yourself here. Because part of trusting in your higher power really is trusting in yourself, trusting that that the world, the universe has good intentions for you, with the best for you in mind and for yourself. And this is the number 4 here. So this is about foundations and stability, the number in numerology, and also manifesting. And I really feel like that there's some connection to spirituality that maybe you have lost a little bit, or you just might be feeling disconnected. So that is a message from Spirit. Spirit is here. You can come in at any time and access what you need to. It's not going anywhere. So however that resonates for you, and that's going to help you in making your decisions, and also coming to either a peaceful resolution here or a peaceful reconnection, whatever that may be. But I feel like for some of you, there's something going on here that needs to get worked out. Look, it's the mending card. I'm holding these for you, by the way. There we go. So when this comes up, obviously you can see 2 people here mending something. And this generally is about needing forgiveness, or needing to offer forgiveness, accept an apology. Maybe you need to give an apology, but it looks like you both need to come together somehow. And for some of you, it's going to be for the better of everyone, including children. That's not going to resonate for everybody. So take that as it resonates for you. And for others, it really is just about you coming together and resolving something here, some peaceful resolution, because there is some conflict and there is some peace that's needed between you. Yeah, but here's the 7 again, and that really is about reflecting on what has happened and also assessing like what the situation is and control. And I feel like there has been some loss of control somehow in this connection, and also for you just feeling connected. But aside from that, it just seems like it hasn't been entirely peaceful. So there is some forgiveness. Now, if that's not resonating for you, it really is still about you needing to come together and make peace with each other, whether that's to be together or to move on. But some apologies need to be going back here and forth. It could be that you're waiting on one, maybe even your person, maybe you guys are being stubborn, but it could be you're also in this energy and it's starting now. But that's really important for you because it was already coming up here, and then we got the card, and look, regeneration. This is a 10, as you know, in numerology, 4 and 6. So that is the end of a cycle, something completing and a renewal starting. Libra, really this energy here, whatever is going on or was going on, there needs to be some peace here. And there can be a new start either with you or a new start in general, just making peace if it is moving on that needs to happen. But, it is really a forest fire here that, nature does that. It kind of burns it down, which is devastating. But that's what it needs to do in order to regenerate. And this is like a tree of life, really, these glorious colors. And there's leaves already coming in the middle of this burning hot fire. So there's still something going on with you guys, but it is changing or needs to be looked at so that it can begin to change, because it does look like there's still a little bit of tempers and stuff happening here, a little bit of conflict. It's right, the peace card is right above it. So this is going to need to happen for this renewal. Look. Message in a bottle. Look what you have here. You have a message in a bottle here. So there we go. This is about communication. But also, this can be literally what you think it is. A message. That there is a message coming by way of email or SMS or social media, whatever it may be. But it does look like, now it could be you going, but I feel like it's going to be your person that wants to come to you and send you a message, Libra. And it really is about getting it kind of out of the blue as well. So you might not be expecting it. It could have already happened to you really recently, or it could be happening soon. So it's just this, some kind of a message from your person. It could have to do with your person, so it could maybe not even be your person. But I really feel like that this is your person coming in with something for you. We do have hearts in here. Look, there's a phone in here. And there is a starfish, which spiritually that can mean, when that comes up as a totem, that you can take something that's been like maybe broken or wasn't good, and you can turn it into something new, something better. It really is a little bit like the regeneration card, actually. And it's here. So I feel like your person is going to be coming, if they haven't already, with an apology or wanting at the very least to talk, to make peace. They have been thinking about this. You both have. I think you're both in your heads, especially them. And it does look like they're coming to want to see your side of things here. So you're going to need to stay open to that, because that's also what this is about, the community card, being open to receiving what they have to say and the differences between you. But you have the mending card here, and that is really a good sign. You have the mending card. You have your person wanting to come in and, if not offer an apology right off the bat, for sure wants to come in and talk about this, and it could be, like I said, for some of you, sorry, it's like I get really obsessive about the cards. Being straight, I need to give up. It could be about, for some of you, that that does involve children, and that's really important that you come to this understanding and peaceful resolution or agreement together. Now, that's not going to be for everyone. For some of you, it just is that exactly what you see here, about them wanting to come to you and talk about things and have a new start and offer forgiveness, and hope that you're going to accept it. Or it could be that you both just need to have that conversation and offer it to each other. Meet in the middle here and come to some sort of peaceful understanding. Look, chop wood. When chopped wood comes up, especially in a love reading and with your reading today, what I'm feeling here is that you guys just kind of need to, look, you have a good luck landing here in your higher power, a little 4-leaf clover. Do you see that? This is coming really, it's really saying that you guys need to just kind of go back to the basics. It doesn't need to be as heavy maybe as you feel like it is, or will be. This can simply mean about doing simple things together to bring yourselves back together. And I feel like for you guys, that's communicating, trying to see the other person's perspective here, forgiving each other, you know, really, because this is sort of like a, not homebody is the wrong word, but just the basics of a relationship. That's what I want to say. The simple things, just spending time together, just talking, being open, sharing your feelings here, because you're both in your head. You both want peace. You both want to see each other's side, and you both want forgiveness and to be forgiven. So that is what's coming through here. And it's a 6 again. And 6, as we know, is about harmony and healing and with another person. So this is about you and your person coming together and making peace and healing. And whether or not that's going to move forward or not, that is, you know, you have free will. You decide how this outcome's going to be or what is in store for you with it, you know, divine timing and what your higher power, the universe, your God, however that resonates for you, has in store for you. And everybody has their beliefs, so take that as it resonates. You have 2 more here. Let's put them down. Wow, interesting. That came up also in, want to say, Scorpio or Gemini's reading. All that glitters. So really this is about kind of getting to the bottom of things. There's like a surface here, you know, maybe that you really haven't seen each other's side, I feel like. That you guys haven't been... given the other, you know, you could be that also you're feeling like maybe they weren't giving you what they said they weren't showing up for you in the relationship. Maybe one of you wasn't quite being authentic. So that could be the case, and just in terms of being afraid to communicate or whatever it may be. But really it's about getting over that, you know, fake glittery top gold, the masks, and getting underneath it. What is underneath all that glitter? You know, what's underneath all the makeup? Just a natural, beautiful face, okay? That's the idea I want you to understand here, that it's about getting underneath to the root of things and getting below that stuff. And that really goes along here with the chopped wood card. The simple things, the basic things. Get underneath that and see how it is. How is the other person operating that you might not be understanding based on their life experiences and their past, and you too, vice versa. You're both coming from entirely different backgrounds, experiences, so your view, your opinions, how you do relationships are very different from everyone else. Everyone has a very unique, you know, way of living, and we forget that when we're in relationships and we love people. We think they automatically can read our minds, and don't they know, and don't you know how I feel? You know, I know how it goes. So I feel like that you guys need to get to the bottom of things and unearth things and get to the bare face, as it may be, you know, get to the makeup-free face, get underneath that stuff there. The basics, really, truly, chop wood together. Chop wood, that's kind of what it means. It's like a saying, I suppose. But really it is about just holding hands, just talking, all the things that brought you together and the things that will keep you together if this is the person that you want to be with. Look, there we go also. Now, when the flexible card comes up, that really is about compromise. So here we go again. We just talked about it. Getting underneath here and seeing their perspective with the community card. And I feel like that this is a double confirmation for you. And look, there's a 10. So end of a cycle, renewal. And the other thing about this, I just do want to say and mention for some of you that this can also mean that there's somebody in your life that you don't realize has feelings for you, or that you are gonna eventually, maybe not now, maybe later, maybe never. This could be for not all of you, that there's somebody that you'll connect with that you won't expect to be your type. It could even be your person already. Maybe you just were like, this guy is, or this girl, this person is just not my type at all. They're just, and it turned out that you were wrong. So that is about also understanding that. But I really feel like the strongest meaning coming through for you today from Spirit is to compromise. And that really goes in with mending, with the forgiveness card, and it also goes here with the community card. And really the chopped wood card, really everything comes together for you, Libra. So this is yours. I pulled this for you. I haven't read it yet. Let's take a look. Only time will tell. Yeah. I do feel like that you have been thinking about this for a while and you both want to make peace, whatever that's going to mean for you. But I do feel like that they're coming toward you. Now, this was another card that I have. I have 3 here at the top that are yours. We might pull some more, but let's see how it feels. You may not understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Whoa, okay, that card just flew. Wow, what was that all about? Okay, let me just grab this card here. Interesting. So that's something intense. So I do feel like they're coming to you. So something is going to, yeah, I do feel like you guys are, that Spirit is watching, looking after you. And you're not understanding it. I mean, I feel like that's why you're here. And I do feel like this is also you in your head here. And let's take a look here. Yeah. And needing to make some peace here. You may not understand everything that's going on or each other. But I do feel like that your person is going to be coming. And this was the last card. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay, Libra. Yeah, I do feel like you guys need to make some apologies here. And this is your reading, and this is coming through for you. And I want you to know that Spirit wants you to know there's something you need to let go here. I don't know what it is, but there is something really beautiful and simple about what you guys have. And you also, you do have a connection here, but you guys, I feel like, haven't been seeing the other person's side. Some of that could be from some past childhoods, that sort of thing, ancestral stuff that you've inherited, just and your experiences, who you are, what you've both gone through that have made you different. So yeah, this is a message for you both, really, but I'm talking to you. So I'm able to tell you to be open-minded and also be ready to compromise and see their side. And, because there is some peace here that you both are wanting. Let's read from Romance Angel Oracle cards. What do you have for Libra today? There we go. Playfulness. Look, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. What were we just talking about? Holding hands, chopping wood maybe isn't that fun, but maybe for some of you. But I really do feel this energy. Like I said, I feel like there's some innocence here somehow between you guys. Very interesting, but there needs to be some opening up here and understanding each other's point of view. What do you have for Libra today? What do you have for Libra? Wow, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So yeah, it could be for some of you that resonates. And it could also be that one or both of you, could be that there's something to do that with your jobs. Maybe you work together. But I really feel like it's more about maybe a connection, how that affected your finances. For some of you, especially that were maybe married or are married or have children, that's not going to resonate for everyone. But I also feel like one or both of you might have been working a lot, but somehow money and career has played a part in this. So take that as it resonates. It could be that that's only for some of you. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Interesting, because when this card comes up, I often feel like that there are children involved. And I think I talked about that. I could hear some chatter here, so about making peace. So that's going to resonate for some of you, not everybody. But also, I do feel like there maybe hasn't been a lot of compromise and coming from the other person's perspective here. So there might be some control issues to let go of here. Spirit is asking you to trust. Have faith. Look, you have the higher power here. There you go. Truly. Trust in your higher power, what that means for you. And that's going to mean something different for everybody. Okay, you have two here wanting to come out. I'm going to put the deck down now. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Very interesting. So not everybody is going to resonate with that. Some people just don't believe in that, and that's okay. So take that as it resonates. But that could also mean then for some of you that there is some twin flame energy here. So take that as it resonates. Really, not everybody just follows that. And this is your last Romance Angel Oracle. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so there might be something here in this connection that could have had a factor in it. Very interesting here. What is going on, Libra? That might not resonate for everybody here, but there is some message here. So the healing. Hi, Libra. Sorry about that. I looked up and it had stopped recording. It stops at 30 minutes. Sometimes I catch it. Sometimes I don't. Anyway, we were talking about the codependency card. I think that's very interesting because I want you to know this doesn't necessarily mean, alcohol or whatnot. This could also mean just an unhealthy addiction that maybe one of you had to each other or to love in general, kind of loving the idea of love. Now, I don't think that's going to resonate for a lot of you, but for those of you that need to hear this message, that is something to look at. Okay? I really wasn't expecting that card, to be honest. But it's there, and it's meant for somebody here. It's not going to be for everyone. Please remember, take what resonates, throw away the rest, because this is a general reading, so some things are not meant for you. I'm reading now from my Song Lyric, Twin Flame Soulmate Song Lyric deck. These are messages through song for you, directly from your person. Okay, we have 3 here. We are just 2 lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year. Wish you were here, Pink Floyd. So it looks like for some of you, you could be separated. It could even be, for some of you, this is not a connection that's nearby. It could be something further away, which could also play into the message in a bottle here. But I feel like for a lot of you that it's not that far away. And it could just be you're not together simply, which I don't think you are somehow, whether it's emotionally or physically as well. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Elton John, your song. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings. Look, and very interesting, it wanted to come here by the codependency card. For some of you, I feel like you've really been there for your person, or maybe they've been there for you. Now, it doesn't need to be that, though. I also just feel like that this is a message from them, that it hasn't gone unnoticed that you have been there for them. Let's put it that way. What messages do you want to give your Libra today? Messages for your Libra. Okay. Whoops. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. The Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody. So yeah, I feel like it, you might not be together in that way, separated. I do feel that this is even if for some of you are together in the same house, or even seeing this person, that you're not together, that there's just a disconnect right now. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. John Lennon, Imagine. So yeah, they are thinking about you and coming toward you here for sure. With the message in a bottle, there's a double confirmation here that there will be a message soon. And it looks like they really just want healing as well. And yeah, I just get a really strong innocent energy, but I also get that there's been some conflict. It could be going on still, but there's been something also for some of you that has been really intense. It's not going to resonate for everybody. You're still the one that I love, the one that I dream of, Shania Twain. Come away with me and we'll kiss on a mountaintop. Come away with me and I'll never stop loving you. Nora Jones, come away with me. Wow, could be that your person, when they come to you, that they might even want to take a trip. Something to do with traveling. There will be an answer. The Beatles, Let It Be. Yeah, I do really feel like trusting and having faith in your higher power, whatever that is for you. Wow, that just literally shot out like a cannon. Okay, so that's a really important message. Let's get that read first. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Okay, well, yeah, we just talked about a message coming and an offer and maybe even traveling. So that could be the case for somebody here, okay? Take that as it resonates. Or also just the offer that they have for you, or wanting to get back together. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong, Adele. Make you feel my love. Yeah, I really feel like they maybe haven't been expressive in that way. You know, there has been a separation and a lack of communication. So, but they do love you. Here we go. It's another shoot out like a cannon. Music to my heart, that's what you are. A song that goes on and on. Selena Gomez, Love You Like a Song. So it could be that you guys are really communicating through music together in a way that's just more than usual. Or it's just a thing for you guys. Now I'm reading for you from my deck, the Tarot Closet Love Messages. These are direct messages for you from your person. I have a little mosquito in here. Like, how could something so small? I know that there are all kinds of quotes around mosquitoes about how something so small can just really cause so much chaos. I'll have to look that up. Okay, what do you want to say to your Libra? Wow, this also just kind of flipped over, kind of danced in my hand. I'm sending you telepathic messages. So it could be that you guys are talking to each other at night when you're not together, sending messages. And I don't mean like physical, but telepathic, you know, in the 5D, or dreaming about each other. What do you want to say to your Libra? Here's your chance, okay? So this was sticking and these are coming out. It's really hard living without you. Look, I dream of you. What did we just say? They dream of you. I told you. I care too much what people think. Wow, interesting. Now I would have thought that the... what card is that here? There's a card that's very similar to like getting the Hierophant. So it could be some Taurus energy for some of you. But it didn't come down today. But it's really about, sometimes it can be tied to worrying about what others think, or being influenced by your family, or maybe how you were raised, or possibly something to do with religion. But that could have had something to do with your connection as well, okay? Here's the, well, I was going to say the last two, but then I feel called to keep the deck in my hand. We will be together again someday. We belong together. What do you want to say to your Libra? Your Libra is all ears. All ears. Say what you want to say. And then send them that message. Okay, wow, they're really not, there we go. I was going to say they're kind of a little bit scared, I feel like. There's this energy that they, yeah, maybe something that has happened, or an apology that they owe you, but they're a little bit kind of hesitant. Please wait for me. Like maybe they're afraid that you're going to reject them, or I don't know. Very interesting. This flipped over. You are my other half. Okay, when this comes up, really it's about twin flame energy. So if that resonates for you, that won't be for everyone, but that is some twin flame soulmate energy, especially twin flame. I know my parents used to call each other, used to say my other half, and I never understood that growing up. I understand that now. My world is dark without you. Let's see. Well, I was going to say let's get a couple more, and two came flying out. So that is the last of your love messages. Then we'll get some totems for you. I made so many mistakes. It was me, not you. Interesting. Yeah, so I do feel like there's a little bit of like hesitancy also, because they're just afraid, you know, to kind of face up to things here, because there is an apology that needs to be made. But I feel like you guys have, once things started, you kind of went to battle, you know what I mean? And some things were said on both sides. So there's going to need to be some healing here. And we have the peace card, which you can't see. So this is your totem box. Let's get a couple of totems for you. I do not look. I will try to be quiet. Because it's really loud. Okay, here we go. Let's begin. Interesting. Look. So first of all, there's the moon and stars. So there is some energy here of, well, some feminine energy. Whoa, wow, it's just flying out of my hand. That's really interesting. But I do feel like this is also about trusting yourself, and it could be for some of you that there is something that kind of came to light in this connection between you. But I really feel like this totem for you is sort of about a lot about your higher power here, and trusting yourself, you know, with the star, with illumination here, and trusting your intuition. Look, and you got a star. There's the star. Look, even bigger here. And just kind of lighting the way for you, trusting yourself and connecting with your higher power. I feel like you might have disconnected here. Well, you've got quite a few. Okay, this doesn't happen often, but there's another moon here. So that's some really strong energy. This is without a star. Now look, this is a starfish, and this can mean when it comes that it's about taking something bad or something that wasn't maybe working out, or taking something and learning from it. So this, I feel like, is about you guys moving on together and learning from your mistakes and what has gone on between you. I'm going to put that here. Wow. Okay. Look, I love this. This hardly ever comes up. It's very special when it does. It's a unicorn, and it's unique. It's kind of representing something that's really desirable but hard to get. So it could be that you are playing a little bit hard to get here, Libra, or you were, but they see you. You're somebody that they not just love, but really want. They see, you know, there's kind of like, there might have been a chase here in the beginning, and they haven't gone away. I just want to say that to you. And look, you got the tree of life here, and this is about new beginnings. And look, it comes up from the bottom and grows up the roots. So I do feel like that there will be some regeneration here. We talked about it. I said this is like an abundant tree of life, and this is a confirmation for you, for the two of you here. If that is the direction you're going in, and this is the number 10, this is representing that. Really just the end of a cycle, starting over. This really all ties in together. But remember, that is what you make of it. Now look, now this isn't about drinking, because that could be that is something involved in this connection for some of you. But you do have here the playful card. And I do feel like you guys need to sort of have a little bit of fun together. And this could mean about traveling together. This isn't about like go and drink together. That's not at all what this is. It's really just about doing, you know, maybe traveling or just having a little bit of fun together. Okay. And here we go. And your last totem is an alligator. Now, the interesting about this thing about getting an alligator is it really is about channeling your strength, really. But also an alligator can is really fierce. So I feel like it's also just about, not being fierce, but I feel like it's the opposite for you. Very interestingly, that is what's coming through for you, that you need to actually take it down a little bit. Maybe take that down a little bit. I feel like there's been sort of some defenses up for you guys, and there's been a lot of like kind of the snap attack, like it can happen with an alligator. Now this can be about strength too, but I feel like that maybe there needs to be some peace here, is what I want to say with this totem for you today. Okay, Libra, that is your reading for today. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.